Hi, it's Mark Yegge, and I'd like to share with you a concept called leveraging feedback. And it's a really great technique for personal growth. And it's basically where we take some feedback and we learn from it and we grow with it. So what we've learned is that feedback is incredibly critical for growth. It's an uncomfortable process, right? If you ever given feedback or received it, it's not very comfortable. Why? We don't do it often enough. That's probably the biggest reason. So research, in fact, suggests that if you ask for feedback instead of just giving unsolicited feedback or advice, it may be a better approach to creating culture of growth and creating growth culture in yourself, right? Where you can grow from it. And in fact, there was another study of a major consultancy. What they found was that after you receive unsolicited feedback, it triggers your anxiety and your stress responses. And when you go into anxiety and stress responses, you go into those fight or flight modes, and you're not willing to receive feedback anymore. So if you can't receive it, then you're not going to grow with it. Asking for feedback is essentially a technique that puts individuals in a more positive psychological state. It gives you a sense of control. It gives you a sense of autonomy and a sense of certainty, because now you can do something about it. You can take it and leverage it. And that's the whole point of this. So let me give you some tips on how to leverage feedback. And this might help you in your relationships and in your own personal growth. First of all, you got to start small. And I suggest start small by maybe asking for some feedback on something small, right? And when you do that, be ready to openly receive it. Now, when I say openly receive it, that means you don't sit down and then they say something, you go, well, yeah, but I was doing this. Your job is to not defend. It's not to strike back. It's not to make the other person wrong, because that beats the whole point of the feedback. It's just sit down, take it in, maybe even take some notes, and further, maybe even ask for clarification when you're finished. Say, listen, if I heard you correctly, you said X, Y, and Z. Did I hear you correctly? Yes. Great. Thank you for that feedback. And just keep going. Take those notes. You might learn something, right? And then encourage other people to do the same. Say, listen, that was a great process for me. Maybe we can do it on the other side, and I can help you a bit too, if you're open to that. Then what you want to do is you want to start to consciously apply that feedback. Make a plan to start putting that feedback into place. First of all, you have to trust the source. You have to believe they have some expertise in what they're saying. They're not just coming out because you asked for the feedback, but they have something that you want to hear. So apply that, consciously apply that feedback, put it into your life, and you can accelerate the results, right? And then thank them for their honest feedback, because it wasn't an easy process. So thank you so much for your feedback. I know it was hard or whatever, but thank them for that. And also make a note to thank them for it after you've already applied some of the concept that you just learned, right? After you've leveraged that feedback, get back to them and say, hey, listen, I applied that feedback that you gave me, and it was so helpful to me. Here's how I implemented it in my life. Thank you so much for taking the time to do that. If you leverage your feedback, right? If you seek honest and open feedback from people and you're willing to be receptive to using that to improve, you're going to leverage that feedback and you're going to see some major results in your life. Hey, it's Mark Yegge, founder of Light Circle. And if you want to be productive in your life, you've got to get a hold of my daily productivity planner. Now, it's not this whole book. It's just one of the sheets from this book. The whole book is awesome, but just the sheet is really the foundation of what we do. And it's how I get tons and tons of stuff done every week, including writing books and making videos and running hedge funds and all the other stuff that I do. You've got to get this daily productivity planner if you want to massively improve your success. So click on the link below or somewhere on this page, download the thing for free, you put in your email address, we'll send you the link, and then you can start filling it out right away. By the way, after you do it, I give you a little video on how to fill it out because it's got all these really cool tools on it that are really going to massively help you with your productivity. See you on the inside.